Hello, welcome back to the strategy room. How was your day? What kind of day you had? I'm hearing good. I'm hearing not so good. But those who did not have a not so good day, you are from the strategy room, so you know what to do. Take lemons and make lemonade. Reframe. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about, I want to ask you a question actually. Who is in your space? Who is in your space? When I was a little girl, as most of us when we were young, we had a very active imagination, right? We didn't want to be who we were. We wanted to be either princesses for the girls or a superhero for the guys. You know, we were always in our imaginative space, and we pretended. My son, at one point in time, when he was going through that phase, he actually thought he was invisible. He actually believed that he was invisible. That was so funny to me. And so we allowed him to, play that role until it started to get a little dark. So my husband and I decided to do a little something about it. So what we did, we purchased his favorite cookies, and we sat at the kitchen counter. Started to eat cookies. Now at the time, he said he was already invisible, so we couldn't see him. So okay, we can't see you, we can't hear you. So we started to eat the cookies, and then he wanted some. So I said, Dad, can I have some? So my husband ignored. We pretended so he was not there. And after a while, he got so emotional. We had to give in. Of course, we gave some of the cookies, but we had the conversation as most parents would, because staying in that invisible space is, a little bit too much of that was not going to be good for him. But anyway, I digress. But unfortunately, some of us, even though we would have moved away from our childhood phase, we still not move completely away from an imagination that is not too healthy. Why do I say that? We might have moved away from imagining superheroes and princesses, but we are actually now looking at celebrities or successful people, and we are actually desiring to have their life. We're looking at them so intently with so much focus that we get kind of lost in it all, and we want to be just like them. Being just like them is not so bad, but we want their life. We want to live their life to the point where we are actually on social media pretending to have a life that really did not exist or don't exist. And my thing is, why pretend when you can make something real? Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I do have my favorite people as well, but I truly admire their gift, and I respect the effort that they put in to being great. So let me just put that out there. But my question to you is, when you are so focused on them and so putting so much energy in trying to be them or like them, who's in your space? Who's being you? I mean, your space, who's in there? Who's pretending to be you? Or who's being you? I can answer that for you. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. So my advice to you, if you're willing to take it, is pull back a little bit from social media, pull back a little bit from the idol worship a bit, and put it into yourself. Use that time to see what it is that you really have to offer the world. You have something. The thing is, you are no better than the celebrity, nor is that celebrity any better than you. The only difference is they put some time and effort and some intentionality into themselves, and they became great. You can do the same thing too. You have something that the world is craving for. Could you imagine if Steve Jobs decided to be somebody else or wanted to mimic somebody else, spent his time doing that? Then he would not have enough time to focus on creating such wonderful products that we all enjoy today. I know I'm not so much as a iPhone person, but favorite nephew is. It's a freak. Everything has to be I. But I respect you guys. But he do, there are some wonderful products that coming out from that company. But suppose Steve Jobs didn't take his place in history and do what he had to do, then we would have been missing out. So what are we missing out on because you are not focusing on you? What are we missing? Please, please, I don't know what's inside of you, but I'm sure it's great. Come back to yourself. Redirect your focus to yourself. Find that thing that you are so good at. The thing is, it is so much easier to be you. It is so much easier to be you. So come back to you. Find out what that thing is. Hone in on it. Refine it. Define it. Get good at it. And let me tell you something. Once you reach that point where it's a perfect product or on its way to being perfect, the world will pay you for it. And you'll have all the money in the world, and you then can have that life that you secretly desire. So I implore you, come back home to yourself, find what it is that you can do well, hone in on it, make it great, because we, the world, are waiting on you. I hope this helps, and I hope this kind of like jerk you a bit in your mind, right? So until I see you again, see you later. Bye-bye.